Hey everyone, my name is Justin, and today we have a quick nutrition game talking about how we can fill up on fiber and how really easy it is to fill up on fiber. So we have all of these fabulous foods up here. Each of them have fiber in them, some more than others, as we will find out. We also have these cool test tubes in the back that have amounts of fiber that will actually match up to some of these foods. What's in those test tubes is actually like concentrated bran flakes, which is for the most part pure fiber. So it's kind of a good visual representative for what we have here for fiber. So does anybody want to play our game?
Ooh, me!
Oh, you!
Me!
What is your name, you?
Mariana.
Mariana, thank you for playing our game.
Sure.
So before we get started, I just wanted to ask you a couple quick preliminary questions, see where you're at. So, do you know what kind of foods give us fiber?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what would you say?
Fruits and veggies, and that's about all I know.
Those are good answers. Those are like two of the biggest things that give us fiber. There's one or two more, if you're willing to take a guess.
Legumes, do those count as veggies?
Legumes also, yeah, they also have fiber. Like beans and nuts.
Some cereal is high in fiber.
Cereals, like whole grains, right?
Whole grains, that's what it is.
Yeah, we got it. And also, like you said, legumes, like beans and nuts and such. So, do you think meat has fiber in it?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, you think so?
I think a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like
it is like, it can be tough and chewy, right? So it almost seems fibrous. But it technically has no fiber, none of what we consider true functional fiber for our diet. So fiber actually only comes from plant sources. So like you said, fruits, veggies, anything like that. Meat though can be a good source of their stuff, so it's not bad. So we're gonna see how well you can do matching up these foods to each of their fiber contents, and that's in this test tube. So which do you think has the most? There's two of them that have 8 grams.
What is this?
That is bran cereal.
This one for sure.
Okay.
I feel like.
We're gonna put that over
Here. Okay, I might be really bad at this. This is
In-
kind of...
Cool.
How did I do?
So we'll stop. Cool. So very awesome guesses, Mariana. So up here we have the items with the most fiber here. Why did you think the bran cereal had the most fiber?
Because bran cereal, as you said at the beginning, is pretty much all fiber.
Well, you're pretty much
That's
right.
the only reason why.
So the bran cereal is actually correct. So that one you
Woo!
did pretty well. Over here you seem to have some items like white bread and juice. Why do you think those don't have a lot of fiber?
White bread is bleached and is refined a ton of times, so I feel like that process takes away all the fiber. And then the juice, I don't know, probably because the orange is all like split apart, and that probably takes away some of the fiber.
Well, they pretty much just take the juice out and leave the pulp, which is essentially the fiber of the fruit. So that usually gets taken out and it's condensed to the sugar, water, and a few of the nutrients that are in there. So you did pretty darn well on your guesses, but we're gonna rearrange these really quick and get them all exactly right.
Right, I was close-ish.
Awesome. So Mariana did a great job of matching a lot of these up previously. She was really close with a lot of her guesses. So were there any that really surprised you?
Yeah, the almonds. It was kind of cool to see that there's such a tiny amount for so much fiber.
Yeah, almonds really have a big impact in a lot of ways. A lot of nuts might have a lot of healthy fats in them, a decent amount of calories, then they actually have a huge amount of fiber. As you can tell, you did some good guesses over here with the things that had not so much fiber, like the white bread and juice, and the things that had a lot of fiber, like whole fruits, whole grains, and brans and such. So, just to bring something up here, did you know there were 2 kinds of fiber?
I didn't.
Yeah. So that's kind of a cool little nifty fact. There's soluble and insoluble. So you can kind of tell the difference by whether they dissolve in water or not. So soluble is the kind that dissolves in water. It's not the one that we often think of, but it actually helps lower our cholesterol, and the healthy bacteria in our gut will digest it and actually turn it into just healthy things that our body can absorb. So it's very important to get that, as well as the insoluble fiber, which is the one we tend to think of. It adds a lot of bulk to our stool and helps us, all the food move through our digestive system, so we don't get backed up or anything like that. So there's different amounts of what you should get. Soluble fiber, about 10 to 25 grams a day is pretty good. And insoluble fiber, it's recommended that men get about 35 and women 25, but that really depends on body size. And so as long as you're getting about 14 grams per 1,000 calories you eat, it's a pretty good amount. And it's also good to remember, the more fiber you get, the more water you want to drink, because you can actually get pretty backed up if you eat a lot of fiber and not any extra water. So cool stuff. Mariana, knowing all that, do you know of any other benefits fiber might have for us?
Doesn't it clean out your intestines?
Yeah, it
I
helps.
mean, it takes away like all the bad things, not just helps with your bowel movements.
It can help things flow through, for sure. But it actually helps with a few things for disease prevention. Can you think of any diseases it might prevent? Think about what it's going through.
What's going through?
Yeah, it actually prevents colon cancer.
Right, that's
It
what
can
I
help
was
prevent colon cancers, so we can do that. Soluble fiber will actually bind to cholesterol in your gut and keep it from being absorbed. So your body has to pull cholesterol from your blood every time you have soluble fiber, and it does that. So what do you think lowering your cholesterol can help you with?
Reduce risk of heart disease.
Yeah, it does. It does reduce risk of heart disease if you get a lot of soluble fiber. So things like oats and fruits have a lot of that. So pretty cool facts.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing our game today.
Thanks for picking me.